It was Julia from the first moment. And to be honest, I was probably attracted to the project because I thought, oh, what can I do? I can do this with Julia. Like, I just made a movie with her. We worked really well together. It was like I wanted to do something with her again, and the role made sense for her and for our kind of collaborative sort of partnership. The Assistant was a weird film. It's a whole other big thing. But yeah, it was released during the pandemic, and it had a quiet little run, and so it sort of gained steam slowly. So it was an interesting kind of thing where it kind of people figured out what it was. It took a little while for people to figure out what it was and what it was doing, what it was saying, and so it wasn't like immediately off that. There was heaps of things for me to do. I was sort of still figuring out what that film meant and how, and so it took a little while, I think, to figure out what was next coming off the back of that. I mean, they're both sort of workplace harassment movies in some way. I feel like it should be a trilogy and we should make a third one, but Julia and I haven't figured out what that will be exactly yet. But there's some link, and definitely they both really hang on her performance, specifically, and her sort of understanding of the world around her, understanding of the threat and the menace and kind of what she's sort of stepping into, I guess. Drinking culture anywhere, like whether it's in New York in a bar or in London or wherever, there's a similar kind of aggression and masculine energy that goes into it that's in a lot of those places. So I think, yeah, women working the bar in Midtown Manhattan could have a similar experience to the girls are having in the Royal Hotel. Like, it's not an Australian story in that way. We've kind of hooked it on a lot of Australian sort of tropes and sort of fun Australianisms, but it really is a story about just women trying to figure their way through this kind of masculine environment, essentially.
Physically, it's not a very demanding job. The only thing that can be a little bothersome is the remoteness of the location.
旅行先でワーキングホリデーをすることになった2人。働く場所はロイヤルホテルという名の寂れたパブ。
Right. Gold is for a cold gold. Red is Redlands. Honey's in his hand. You get him a beer. You speak English.
A little Portuguese.
Smart.
単なる接客バイトのはずが
Lean in a little when you serve them down, eh?
パワハラ、セクハラの連続だった。
That'll be us in a few weeks.
Let's put up with it for a few more weeks, make some cash.
Why don't blondes talk during sex?
They're disgusting.
It's a tip.
That's enough.
Where are you going to go, eh? Bus is not for 2 days.
I'm scared of everyone and everything in this place.
You going to hit me with that?
Royal Hotel